Let's see. Reinhardt. Guys, gold damage as Reinhardt. What? Like, this is not a good thing to brag about. So, literally, if you haven't watched it, go and watch the video I did for Ryan, where I told him, be the wall. Be the wall, not the area denial. Because if you're playing Reinhardt and you're just swinging your hammer around, that's a 2,000 hit point barrier your team's lacking. If you've gotten gold damage as Reinhardt, either you are stomping the enemy team into the dirt, which is fine, or your team is never getting a barrier. Never. Not once. And as such, yeah. Like, especially if there's a Junkrat at the start of the game and there's a like a McCree on your team as well against a tank-heavy team, it's not something to brag about. It's actually a sign that you're doing something wrong when you have the gold damage. Yes, Ryan, be the wall. Be the wall, not the area denial. And being diamond. Yeah, see, this guy's in platinum. The difference between a platinum and a diamond Reinhardt, clearly, is being the wall. And then Anna, that she had the silver damage, yeah, it's... No. That Anna has got her priorities wrong. Like, you don't brag that. It's a sign that you don't know, or don't understand the context of these medals. Now, let's see. So, again, I like this positioning, just out of the start, just keeping an eye on what's out there. Otherwise, just stay back. Blaze Machine 1B says he's trying to say that the DPS needs to step it up if he has gold damage. Yeah, I know that's what he's trying to say, but what he's actually saying is my barrier is never up enough for the DPS to do their job. I'm perfectly aware that he thinks that he's doing great and that the DPS are doing terribly. But the DPS can't do their job if they've got no barrier in front of him. This is good positioning at the Ana, just staying nice, a little bit to the back, but relatively towards the team. Good sleep dart there. Try and heal up that Mercy. Keep backing up. I wouldn't mind using the heal grenade at all there to top off the Mercy as well. Just like heal grenade, Mercy, and lever, because then she'll heal up pretty much immediately after that, but fine not using it as well, if you think you can land the left clicks. Again, good positioning, just watching the high ground. You want to just stay a little bit behind the payload, make sure that you are the back line here. And just stay nice and safe. Just always watch out for the high ground above here. Always watch when you're moving through here, just watch out above here. Always watch out for that. But also, be very careful about doing this, because right now you're backing up, and I think, yeah... Hello, Zarya. Like, fancy seeing you here. And yeah, because the enemy's front line, technically speaking, should be here. The enemy team have not fallen backly. Almost did a Donald Trumpism there. They are making bigly mistakes, aren't they? They're making mistakes bigly. Okay, let's talk about Gibraltar. Let's talk about Gibraltar. Okay? And let's talk about all this big sequence of events. Go all the way back to here. So when the team reaches, like, literally about, let's say, actually, wow, there's a lot of space here. Went back too far. But literally when the team reaches, like, over here, about this corner, start falling back immediately. Fall back, go to the server room, defend from there. You might want to leave one person on the high ground above, but don't stay up here for too long, because what happens is they just push the payload for a ton for free. You can hold people up in what's called, like, the car wash, in the tunnel, pretty well. You can actually slow them down there really nicely. So, that's honestly the best place to defend at the moment. Trying to defend up here is madness. Like, that McCree should instantly be falling back to the server room. Their front line should be falling back to try and defend up here, because pushing down here and back up here is a little bit difficult. This is actually where, like, the first real hard point of Gibraltar comes in, so you want to try and defend that. Coffee. I think one of my next emotes will be a coffee emote. I need a coffee emote. Again, I'm fine with the use of that heal grenade. It would have been nice just to sort of try and tuck in the rest of the team a little bit more and make sure they get all that nice juicy heal buff. Because you've got a Soldier 76, you've got the payload healing. All that extra healing. Oh, it's so good. Oh. Again, because it's a clusterfuck, like the safest place is in the middle of your team, and it's a good place to just throw down heal grenades as well. Try and get maybe a heal grenade on the D.Va. Don't even need to, because it's just D.Va on her own. Good stuff there. Throws the heal grenade anyway. Perfectly fine with that. You've already won the fight. This should be done. They should not be contesting this at all. Here we go. That Zarya is horribly out of position if the rest of his team doesn't capitalize on it. And mistakes were made. Reinhardt, a bit of an aggressive charge there. Reinhardt didn't need to be the one to charge that, but he got the target. Well, he got a target anyway, which is fine. It's not fine, strictly speaking. Like, he should have just trusted in his team to get a couple of kills there, but... Holy shit, what is that emote? That's it. Is that a new Valk? Oh, okay, it's a Farah Smug emote. I see. I was looking at it the wrong way. It's like, is that someone wearing like a yellow hat? What is that? This position I don't like at all. This is where I start shouting at people. Do not do this. Do not stand still on top of the payload. Don't do it. Why are you doing it? You are in a predictable location. You are positioning yourself so that you are elevated above like the Reinhardt barrier from some angles. You are positioning yourself in a place that people just know you're going to be there. You don't have to be on there. Be next to it, be behind it. Don't be on top of it for the love of God as a support. I know you want to be lazy and don't want to hold down left mouse button, but for pity's sake, don't do it. Just don't do it. You don't need to do it. This is this one is something. So let's watch this one more time because it's very much high noon here, ladies and gentlemen. Combined, the McCrees I think got about 8 kills, but this is where you can see up there. This is, you know, can I play like can I go over here just 1 second? Like, bear with me. This joke has a payoff. Joke has a definite payoff. Oh, for God's sake. Why is there so many people who've done this? I want a simple sound clip of Hallelujah. Forget it. Oh, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it anymore. But Hallelujah. Mercy's still alive. Press tab. I want to see if Mercy has res. She does have res. She's going to go and pick everyone back up. But knowing that she has res or not means that you know how to position yourself. You know how to set yourself up properly, rather than just being a little bit too far back and out of position. Mercy's taking a bit of damage there. You could have healed her up with a heal grenade to the feet, but fine, whatever. Your team just instantly wins that fight because Mercy was a boss. Make sure you check, though, when you see the Mercy, does she have res? Oh, she has res. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to be ready for that. Good sleep dart. That target's now isolated. And hey, you got a free Mercy out of it. And a free Zarya as well in the middle of your team. Lovely. Just throw the heal grenade down, make sure everyone's alive, make sure she can't be healed, and can't get out accordingly. Good stuff. Yeah, just do it yourself. Oh, hallelujah. I'm not a soprano. Sorry. That's good shooting on McCree, but again, this positioning. Guys. So literally, like I said, I've watched this VOD before, and this is literally why this point about not standing on the payload comes up. Because just watch, okay? He's doing a good job, he kills off the McCree, fine. Predictable positioning, 101. Even if the Reinhardt had kept his barrier up, like, there's no assurance that you couldn't be clipped by something. If Zenyatta had just jumped, I think you would have been vulnerable. Why? Why are you on there? You don't need to be on there. And, like, even if the guy says in chat, my bad, MB, my bad. Like, he knows, just don't be lazy, guys, don't do that. 3 people died to a Dragon Strike somehow. Okay, whatever, fine. Keep the Mercy alive. Bit of a greedy sleep dart that's not really going to get anything done. I just fall back. Zarya is being a lunatic right now. Zarya, why? Guys, okay. I'm a buttery biscuit base. Oh, yes. Actually, I've got a pretty good range singing. I'm not going to sing now, though. Don't worry about it. Don't die, 101. Most important thing in Overwatch. The temptation to do this is real, right? The Zarya has seen that, oh, it's a diva. It's a lone diva. I'm on high charge. I'm going to go kill it. I've got a Mercy healing me. I've got Ana behind me. Blah, I'm going to just run out, kill the diva. Oh, wait. There's a Hanzo, there's a Zenyatta, there's a Zarya out there, all waiting, just waiting for that opportunity. Mercy's beam loses line of sight and Zarya dies instantly. What is everyone doing? Why is everyone getting picked off one by one? You guys could have just waited by the corner. You guys could have waited in spawn, grouped up a 6, come out perfectly fine. There we go. Healing coming out. And, like, even Mercy. I want to grab this edit scene. And come on, there we go. Let's just try and get this nice and properly zoomed. Oh my god. Look at this beneath me. Look at this. Wait for the fucking team. Oh my god, I am not healing. Oh, it's just beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, now I need to like position size, fit screen. Beautiful. The Mercy is not wrong. The Mercy is not wrong. Mercy is salty, but Mercy is salty for a good reason. All they needed to do was stay back, wait, group up. Do not try poking, and especially, ladies and gentlemen, especially, do not try poking when they have a Hanzo. Do not peek with a Hanzo. Hanzo is the master of anti-peek. Hanzo lives to punish peeking. You poke your nose around a corner, you're going to die instantly. Okay, we've got the push going in. They transcendence it. Perfectly fine, though. Target. The charge, already charging Reinhardt, so a good target for the nano boost. Would have liked to see one go on Soldier 76, though, just to see how that works out, especially if you break down the Diva first. Got a Zarya running at you, but just keep pumping healing into that Reinhardt. That Reinhardt will protect you. Just keep it going. Beautiful. That's all you need to do. Hold down the left mouse button and keep it on the Reinhardt. They've res, but it's perfectly fine. Trying to get healing down on this guy. Good focus, like good prioritization. There was a temptation there, I'm sure, to try and drill down the Ana or something like that. But just stay on the healing, because your team can do it. McCree can do more damage than you. Keep him alive. Keep him focused. Reinhardt's gone a bit crazy. Reinhardt's sort of left himself a bit exposed. Ooh la la. But Mercy's there to pick him up. That's honestly, like, that's a res that would have been nice to just keep hold of a little bit longer. I'm fine with that sleep dart, but he's doing it again. Like he said earlier, my bad. Didn't mean to get picked off here. Why are you standing on the payload? I know it's safe, but just don't do it. There's no reason to be up there. You could do exactly the same thing, still behind it. Hello, Mercy. Bye, Mercy. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Is the guy whose footage is in chat? If it is, he hasn't said anything. If you are, say hello. But yeah, that grouping up thing, like, I totally get that, Mercy. That's beautiful. I love that moment. Yeah, just don't do it. Don't resist the temptation. I get the same temptation, guys. I've done it myself a million times. It's only when you sit down and you realize, hang on, why am I doing that? You get punished. Can I review your play? Yours specifically? Maybe. There is a thing at the end. There's a thing at the end. I'll go through at the end how to send stuff in. So yeah. You keep saying, hello, Zeet. You've atted me. Hello. Greeting. Yeah, this is a decent Ana. This Ana is doing okay. This Ana is doing a good job, but there's still things to improve. Like, even if you're playing well, there's always ways to improve. And actually, like, in this downtime, let me read out what this guy wrote. Because when they send it in, of course, I ask for the rank, what hero it is, and a brief description. And it's watch point Gibraltar, close game, need to improve aim. Sometimes I feel like I have no impact. Any tips would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, like, sometimes as Ana, I totally get that. Ana is one of those heroes, actually, that if you feel like you're having no impact, you're probably just trying to focus on the wrong things. Like, that's what I'd say as a general rule of thumb is just focus on healing, focus on staying in the back line, focus on positioning to where you can see absolutely everyone as much as possible, and you'll be fine. Again, we'll get the Junkrat pick where, hey, Reinhardt's actually joined the team this time. He's already improving. Already improving. But let's see. Again, just why is Reinhardt down here? At the very least, like, if I was playing this, I would just think, okay, Reinhardt's a moron. He shouldn't be down there. I would have said in voice chat, like, Reinhardt, please stay up with us. Like, come back up with us, come back up with us. And that's literally all I'd be saying is, Reinhardt, come back up. Because we need you up here. But if he is going to stay down there, like, all I'm thinking here is, like, heal battery. He's an ultimate battery. But this is the danger, right? This sort of player. The McCrees who can actually hit that distance reliably. The Zenyadas that can do it as well. Down instantly to 130 because Reinhardt isn't there to provide a barrier. Reinhardt is instead trying to club people on the back line, which is not what he should be doing. And McCree's come at the flank, got himself a kill. Position a bit further back, wouldn't be worried about that if you have Reinhardt here, but unfortunately you have to be near the edge to heal the Reinhardt. Reinhardt's of the world! Don't do it. Remember, you determine where the front line is for your team. If you are determining a bad front line, bad news bears. Oh, Mercy, Mercy, why did you do that, love? Though something just tilted me. This movement here. Mercy, it is not your job to drop down in front of the entire enemy team. Like this, you got a Discord on you, you drop down in front of the entire enemy team. So lucky that she didn't die there. That should be a dead Mercy, strictly speaking. Strictly speaking, that's a dead Mercy. And you got to be so careful on defense as well, because they can reinforce faster than you. Like, you've got to keep an eye on this timer. Because they can reinforce faster, and trust me, you can push something all the way in overtime. Good sleep dart, but you could have done that while just healing the Mercy, to be honest. Mercy, you can stop firing. Okay, she's gone to do her own thing here. This is just a dead Ana, unfortunately. And probably a dead Mercy. And that's just team positioning. That's team positioning all over. So let's just back up and talk about team positioning. Like I said earlier, defending watch point Gibraltar point 1. And I'm just going to talk straight to the camera while this plays out, hopefully. Ooh, a nice shot of Witch Mercy there. Looking lovely as ever. Okay, so let's talk about positioning. Okay? First of all, don't be down on the low ground. It's suicide. It's silly. It's suicide. Be on the high ground. Be on the high ground until the payload reaches about where Reinhardt is stood right now. Then you fall back to the server room. If you don't know what the server room is the room is the room. It's the blue room, a little bit further back, with the large health back in it. Fall back into there. Stay in there. It's nice and safe. You can defend from there nicely. There's a large health back if you need to pick it up. Lots of places, lots of directions your healers can go to get away from danger. That kind of thing. It's a very good way of just playing around with it. It's a very good way of sort of developing just a proper solid defense, because what's happening now is the Mercy's stuck because there's a ramp right here, okay? Imagine, like, you can see through walls. Imagine you're Widowmaker, and you can see through the wall, and there's a ramp that goes down here. If Mercy stands up here trying to heal these two, she's vulnerable to damage. Reinhardt's barrier doesn't protect her, so she can't stay there. She has to stay back here with McCree. They have a Zenyatta, they have a McCree, they have all this damage here. These guys are just dead. If they get pushed on, they're just done. Mercy can't go heal them, you're dead, you can't support them properly. Enemy team engages on them because these guys are vulnerable, they can't be healed. They're done. This is actually just a ridiculously ballsy movement because everyone's already dead. All you're doing is sort of following Mercy to your death. Actually, you might have been better just running into the server room there. Like, once you've crossed this line, once you've crossed into the enemy sight lines, none of them have gone down, you're just like a free target for them. Honestly, I'm fine with that hammer down out of them. You'll get the Mercy as well, they should get all the way to the first point. The danger here is that they keep going, and going, and going, and going. Like, there's a massive advantage here on the time bank. But you need one good team fight. Once overtime starts, you need one good team fight. That's the mentality here. You need one good team fight to win. And you'll stop the payload moving. The last thing you want to do is this. Like, the Reinhardt's just done it here. It's trickling in. And it's just... there's no reason to do this. Like, people are panicking. Don't do this. This is like meta play. Okay, this is meta level play now. Where once you're in an overtime situation on a payload map, take your time, fall back, set up, be prepared. There's no rush anymore for you. You have to win a single team fight. You aren't going to win a team fight if you're 4 versus 6. You might, but you're probably not. And even the guy saying, like, group up with me. Like, this is a good position for Indiana, where you have line of sight and stuff. They don't have line of sight and you except for up here. Perfectly fine. Try and get this Zarya out. Zarya's going to go that way. Perfectly fine. Try and sleep out the Genji maybe as he goes in. Nope, there's a Zarya bubble, so keep hold of it. Good stuff. Hopefully Zarya can get out, but you can already see, like, you just need to start falling back, trying to save the Mercy. Mercy's in a good position. It's good positioning out of the Mercy. And you can see everyone's splitting up, everyone's panicking, everyone's like, oh god, oh god, oh god, they're pushing, they're pushing, they're pushing, they're pushing. I've got to go in, I've got to stop it, I've got to stop it, I've got to do something. Relax. Calm down. Group up. Form a team, because all you're doing here is letting an ultimate advantage develop and snowball on the enemy team. And even if you had ultimate advantage, you'd be in no position to actually defend it. So this is like a team-wide thing. This is not just specifically this guy. There's good potential here for an ultimate use, just to try and stall it. But again, this would be so much better if there's just a couple more people around. Pump healing into that Reinhardt, rather than trying to shoot people. Even with nano boost on, you just want to keep pumping in that damage. McCree just saved her asses though with some good positioning. Good job by Mercy to pick everyone up as well. This should be over at this point. This push should be done. Okay. And it's an interesting thing, right? The trickling in thing, everyone knows not to do it. Everyone knows not to do it. I know not to do it, you know not to do it. Stein knows not to do it, Ryan knows not to do it, everyone knows not to do it. You will find yourself doing it. This is why I say always watch your footage back. This is why I always say watch your footage back, because if you don't, you won't catch these mistakes that you're making. You'll realize, like, you'll see yourself doing it where you are poking or zoning, playing like Soldier or McCree. You're peeking in and out, and you're trying to get some damage done, and then Hanzo, bam, headshots you with an arrow, and you just think, oh well, it's Hanzo, he headshot me with an arrow. When you sit back and think, well, what was I actually doing there? I was doing microscopic amounts of damage to someone, maybe, that was instantly getting healed up by their supports, and then I died, and my team had to wait another 10 seconds for me. And when you realize that, you realize how pointless a lot of this peeking is, a lot of this sort of sneaking in and out is. Don't do it. Just stop doing it. Just realize when you're doing it, and then just say, is what I'm doing actually going to get anything done? Again, good positioning out of this guy, good communication as well, just letting people know. It's important to let people know that there's a Hanzo involved. Like, honestly, this is where a microphone is helpful. You just say, like, Hanzo, you just read out what they have, basically, and you know already what you're going to be dealing with. So someone told me if you're trickling, your penis will get smaller. Yes. Equally true if you're a woman. Well, spoiler. But let's see what we're going to be doing here. Drop down immediately. Don't keep yourself exposed. Stay behind the Reinhardt barrier as much as possible. Use the payload for cover. Good, 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 good. Your team should be following you up here, though. They should be using the payload for cover as much as they can and staying with the Reinhardt barrier. This is an example of a team that is over-defending this location. But they might be getting away with it, actually. Holy shit. I admire what Reinhardt's doing. I really do. But in this position, if you start trading kills, you'll actually work wonders. Because any trade for you is actually better in this position going forward than it is for them. Like, if you trade 1-to-1. If they can get to that Reinhardt, though, it's actually not in a bad position. But that was interesting. Like, I haven't watched this far in the VOD, so I'm actually as blind as you are here. Let's watch this over again and see what's actually happening. Because it looks like Soldier 76 is a bit slow coming out of spawn. And has some mercy with him. So what soldiers should be doing is staying near the Reinhardt and just shelling that barrier. Shelling the enemy barrier down so you win the barrier battle. This, though, is where things really start to get fucky. Like, this is why you don't run up here, you just stay down here and you just fight. Because you'll win, basically. Like, going up here, you've just left yourself super vulnerable for this, and, like, you don't need to do that. Why are you there? You could have just stayed on the low ground, just fired your way up, and just broken this barrier down. You have cover, they don't, you win, basically. And you have a Mercy and they have a Zenyatta, you instantly break their barrier first, especially when there's no Roadhogs involved. There is a slight saving grace here in that the enemy team fails to kill the Reinhardt before you can get support to him. So again, an Anna and Mercy healed Reinhardt never dies. So you just want to make sure that this guy has as much healing as possible so he can move back and retake the payload and punish any mispositioning by them, which they're trying to do actually. They're actually actively trying to throw the game. Zarya. Moving out of position, Reinhardt gets a cheeky charge. Again, this is a little bit over-aggressive. I'd say that it's a little bit unnecessary. Like, that Zarya should already be dead. The problem with this charge is it leaves you at a bad position at the end of it. Like, you've always, when you're charging, you've got to think about, where am I going to end my charge? And in this case, you're going to end your charge in the middle of the courtyard with your back to the enemy team, who can all see you, have a Zenyatta who can tunnel damage into you, and you're going to end up line of sight, out of line of sight with the Anna and the Mercy. You're going to die. You're going to die. Otherwise, healing. Good. Just stay behind your team, keep the payload moving. Narrowly missed that. One of the best uses of sleep darts is actually punishing a Reinhardt charge. Predictable motion. Just something worth learning to land, basically. Whenever you see Reinhardt charge, just sleep him. You'll save your own Reinhardts countless times. Again, like, this poking, a little bit unnecessary. We've got sights, we don't know where it is. It's just dropped down. Good sleep dart. Heal grenade. Good. Perfect. I actually like this positioning as well. Because there's a wall here. So thinking in terms of sightlines, you want to be out of Soldier sightlines. You hear it's above. Move in, tuck in here. You could see the people on your team as they drop down. Heal dart comes in, but at this point it's already irrelevant. He's surrounded from two sides. Got two people coming in that you can't kill quickly. So yeah, he's already dead. Good positioning, good repositioning on that. You've still got plenty of time as well, so you don't have to worry about hugging the payload or anything like that. Again, punish this Zarya. You positioned. Sightlines! Don't block yourself! There we go. This is where a sleep dart would be really nice, but you don't have one, unfortunately. Transcendence is blown. It's fine. Even if you die here, they've used a bunch of stuff. You've managed to get caught on that. Holy shit, you're still alive, though. McCree coming to save the day. They fucked up that. They really fucked up that. They should have killed everyone. Zarya should have had a free dead Anna. I don't know how. You survived that. Oh, the Mercy actually saved you. How did the Mercy even save you? Oh, she's in a good position. Mercy, you absolute goddess. Look at this positioning. You want to talk about sightlines? Mercy's off to that way. She's off that way. The Mercy's retreated somewhere where, hey, the enemy team can't see. She's formed an L, which is what you want. Like this. Let's talk about L shapes. L shapes are pretty good. That an L? Yeah, that's an L. That'll do. Enemy team up here. Healers over here. Your team here. Out of sight, out of mind. They don't spot the Mercy. Mercy managed to keep Anna alive. Anna throws down a heal grenade. She's never going to die. Blocks healing on those two, and they go down. Wonderful play by the Mercy. Wonderful. They've res. Watch out for the threats behind you. Try and land a sleep dart. Good. I actually do like that use of sleep dart, because if you land it on the Zenyatta, he's just dead. And you won't really need it for anything else. And you just waste their res, basically. Like, that was an ambitious res out of their Mercy. Reinhardt got saved by the enemy Reinhardt. So hard there. So hard. Let's explain why. Literally the same point as I was saying earlier. Think about where your charge is going to end, because if this Reinhardt didn't actually block this charge, they could have dicked the enemy. They could have dicked your Reinhardt super hard, because this charge if it carries on, ends nowhere good. Nowhere good. Would have liked to see the nano boost go on the attack visor there. That's just a little bit of a lack of communication, but you're still in a really good position here anyway. This should be a 1 game at this point. Let's see. They should be coming in to contest any second now. Let's fire it well. Good anti-healing grenade. You know that they're going to come in. Everyone goes down. One person staying on the payload. It's Mercy. I like this Mercy. I like this Mercy. And there we go. Let's see what play of the game is as well. If they left it in the VOD. I don't like this Reinhardt. I don't. I think he's a very... It's not that I don't like him as a person, okay? I'm sure he's a perfectly fine human being. It's just he's not doing his function as a Reinhardt in my mind, which is being the wall. It's blocking the damage. What he's doing is instead... Okay. Yeah, this is this game, I think. Yes. Let's see. He's set himself up. He's looking for all the kills, and yes, this is where more people should have been meleeing him. Like, he can't heal. A couple more melee shots and he would have gone down, but yeah. That's just a perfect situation for Genji. Like, everyone's in a big clump. All the damage comes through. But this is the champion who sent in this video. And yeah, he's a very plat Reinhardt. That's actually a very good description of him. That was a perfect Genji ult. Like, when Genji gets a situation like that, when everyone's just clumped, it's a nightmare situation. Like, the Ana did everything the Ana needed to do. Throw the heal grenade at the floor, caught the Genji, caught everyone in the healing, and just not enough healing elsewhere, not enough damage coming in to kill him. But yeah, let's talk about that Reinhardt, like why I like him, why I don't like him, and let's load up Overwatch as well. I get set up here. Oop. Go to the default screen, let's hide that. Let's go over here. Hello chat. Also, now's a good time to ask questions, so bring me your questions. Like, if you have any questions about Ana, Reinhardt positioning, watch point Gibraltar as well, at ESL OneAmongstMany in the chat, and let's answer a couple of questions while I get set up. Well, what am I looking for? I'm looking for this. Hey, just been trying a lot of Widow. What's the best way to use ultimate? When you're alive and in position, use your ultimate. But yeah, that Reinhardt, the issue I have with that Reinhardt, okay, is simple. It's that I see Reinhardt as the wall. Reinhardt is 2,000 hit points, okay? Reinhardt is 2,000 hit points. 2,000 whole hit points that you can have available to you at any moment. By charging and ending up out of position, for example, you've just left your team completely open. They're completely open and vulnerable. And good players, like the times to kill in Overwatch and time to kill in an FPS is a very important concept. The time to kill in Overwatch is very fast. When McCree's on the field, Soldier's on the field, Genji's on the field, Tracer's on the field, Reaper's on the field. The time to kill for those heroes is so quick. It's lightning fast. So by not having the barrier, you lose all cover, you lose all defense, and yeah, you're gonna struggle. So keeping targets out of position alive is always... So keeping targets out of position alive, is it always a bad idea to do so? Oh yeah. No, like... let's say if the Reinhardt is in their backline and they've all turned around to focus him, if you as Ana could just keep drilling heal darts into him and keep him alive, then fine. It's if they turn around, then you just say, fuck it, I'm out. Like, Reinhardt's done, Reinhardt's dead. Because when they turn around to focus you, you will just die like this. To a good player, you'll just explode. And there's no way you're keeping the Reinhardt alive long enough. If I am Ryan and I hear a Genji ulting my backline, do I sit with my shield to keep their team from shooting at my dudes, or do I go after the Genji? It depends. It's the honest answer. It depends what's on the front line, what's coming on the front line. Like, if you have the space, like let's say if your team is... Let's bring up Paint. Paint, where are you? Let's add, window capture, Paint. Paint, I need you. Do I still have Paint open? Yes, I do. Where are you, Paint? Need you for a point. Untitled Paint. Hey, we got Paint. Okay, let's do this. Oops. Because this... I really should do this with Photoshop. Because I know Photoshop has hotkeys that I can use. Okay. Let's say it's Dorado. Like, let's get massively off topic here, okay? Second point, Dorado. The actual cap point is B, and B is here, right? And you got like the bank over here, so this is the bank. You got that bridge over here. Let's say your team is fighting around this location. Their team is swinging in. And let's say Genji comes in. Oh, he leaps in, he's got a Dragon Blade, and you got the Shimada coming in from this angle. As Reinhardt, what I would do... Let's make sure my face isn't completely hidden so you can see me talking to you guys as well. Ooh, that did not work out. This one, fresh. There we go. Still partially hidden. Let's just edit the scene. Bring this here. I love paint. I love paint. It's so good. Such a good program. High value program. If you can just pull back here and the enemy team can't see your team, then sure, go in and swing. But if, let's say, you're in the big long corridor, like if you're in a big long corridor, keep your barrier up, because the damage that Genji can do with a Dragon Blade is less than the damage that their entire team can do, in theory. So it's all about knowing where the threat is, where your team is, and then just reacting accordingly. How much damage am I actually preventing? If you can kill the ulting Genji, if like the Genji is isolated and your team's clumped around you, sure, start swinging. But if they're coming in with their full team in theory can wipe you faster than the Genji can. Let everyone else deal with the Genji. You give them space, you give them opening, you give them room to actually work. There we go, that's that question done. He's ready for 3D paint. Oh, beautiful. I love paint. Let's see. Also, by the way, okay, we're going to do the same thing tomorrow as well. We're going to do like another one. It takes about an hour to do it fully. That's about what I planned. Doing the same thing tomorrow. So if you want to have your game sent in, okay? For God's sake, select that, delete that. Text. Oh, paint doesn't even have hotkeys. That's how ghetto this is. Can I actually do? Does paint have big noodle tilting? Nice. We can actually do this properly. Let's get a good font size up. Christ, it's like watching an old school YouTube video, isn't it? So the website is, the email address is OAMReviews.gmail. Bloody hell, paint. Bloody hell. So send it to that email address, OAMReviews.gmail.com. Okay, and in the title, I want you to have the hero name, rank, and then in the body, you've got to have a description. You've got to have a description, just a brief description of what the game is, maybe your thoughts on the game. Like this game, like this example, this is very good description. It's even perhaps a little bit too brief maybe, but it's still pretty good. Watch points of roll to close game, still need to improve aim. Sometimes I feel like I have no impact. Feedback, tips would be greatly appreciated. That's it. That's all I need to know. Yeah, Afrohawk. That probably got picked up, but yeah, OAMReviews@gmail.com. Oh god, yeah, sorry. My bad, I'm dumb, I'm stupid. Yeah, so if you want to get your games done, and we'll do another one tomorrow, we'll see. There were a couple of really good ones sent in as well that I might want to look at. There was a Reinhardt one, there's also a good Soldier 76 one as well sent in with a Reaper. Let's see, a couple more questions coming in, and then let's play some, like, I'll play some quick play, I'll play some Ana, and I'll still talk about the things that we talked about and sort of demonstrate them in game. Meow indeed, brilliant question. What is the one big mistake you always make playing Ana, and what have you done to rectify it? For me, early on, it was actually scoping too much. I played around with my scope, tried to get my scope up far too often. Learn to play around the normal left click as much as you can, because it's so much more flexible, you're so much better reacting to things around you. Only use the scope when you really need to like distance heal, or you need that instantaneous healing. Otherwise just get used to using the left click, get used to trying to predict people. That was the big thing with me in Ana. I tried to right click too much, not worthwhile. What scenario should you switch to Zen if you're playing Ana? In the current meta, it's actually a bit difficult because the current meta still revolves a lot around the Nano Boost. So Nano Boost is just good. It's just a very good ability, especially if you've got a Genji. I'd say swap to Zen if you feel like the team just doesn't have enough damage. Like, Zen is honestly a very good pick then. If the team is very tank oriented and they're not dying fast enough, definitely a very good choice then. Like, absolutely a good choice then. So stuff like Roadhog, for example. Diva as well struggles against Zenyatta's. Just be very careful. If they have a Genji, then you might want to consider staying on the Ana. When you stay grouped and when do you split up? How do you know when to do so? When in doubt, always group up. Always group up. It's very rare in Overwatch, actually, that you'll do well when you split apart. Very rare. Very, very rare. Do I still have paint on the screen? So yeah. Let's put paint away now. Hi, paint. And let's start a quick